What's happening, guys? Welcome. Today is a day to take action and change your life forever. Are you ready?
Heck yeah.
Let's go. Come on.
Let's go. The purpose of today's video is we just want to encourage you to that this upcoming web class, we're going to show you how to make this your most profitable year ever and how to be in that top few percent of startups that make it. And so we're just super amped to, for all that, we've compiled all of the best tools and we're just so stoked and the reason why we're so stoked on this is because we've been there. We've been at that kind of beginning point where we knew we didn't want to do the regular 9 to 5. We knew we wanted to blaze our own trail, and we knew that we had something inside of us we were supposed to be doing. But starting is really hard. We felt the pains of fear, and then as we've started going, we've made missteps and felt that pain of failure.
Yeah. Totally.
And that's really why we want to help you to get started and to make those right steps, right, babe?
For sure. We understand what it takes, right, to get from A to B, and all the stuff that has happened since starting to now. It's like, whew, okay. So we can relate with you thinking, okay, I want to launch this idea. I've got something awesome. I'm passionate about this. I want to do this. Well, this is something that's going to help you avoid all those pitfalls, right? And the things that have been just stuff that keeps you from achieving your goals, from getting it done. So we formulated this, put this together. We want you to take all the riches and walk on and go, boom, I'm ready.
So we have been there. We've been there where we know that there's something inside of us that we need to be doing. We're not meant to just go clock in to the 9 to 5. We knew that God had put something deep within us that we were supposed to do.
Right.
And getting started though, just not knowing what steps to take, that fear of just that fear, which step to take, how to take it, how to trailblaze,
Right.
all these things, it was rough. We started out with and it should have been plenty of money to start our first business. And because of wrong choices and not knowing which steps to take, we burned through, I don't even want to say how much it was, but we burned through that amount of money.
Yes.
And it didn't get us anywhere. We had to then, once the money was gone, we had to then go teach ourselves everything to be able to do everything ourselves because we didn't have the money to do it.
Exactly. From zero. So imagine you get the opportunity to start and launch your brand, your business. You're like, yes, so amped. Get to put this idea out to the world. And then kind of like how we did, we just tried whatever we thought might work at the time, kind of absorbed in other people's like competition, looking at others, not really focusing on what we are unique and what sets us apart. I mean, there was so much we're doing backwards, right? It all started from one day though. One day we were just like, let's give it a go. And that was a big challenge in and of itself, just taking a step of faith and going, come on, let's try. Yeah. And thankfully that day came from someone who we care a lot about, right? My mom was one of the people to impress on us. Don't just keep doing those typical 9 to 5 jobs, your average Joe. Don't blend in. Why are you not taking advantage and setting yourself in a unique position full time, going full on with these things you've been trained for, you went to school for, you got experience in, you are set. I mean, you're excellent at it. So she encouraged us in so many ways and knew us personally, obviously, enough to say, had the guts to say, you know what, don't, stop. And so when we did take that step of faith, obviously we made choices that were good in that we're going for faith.
Yeah.
But it also affected us negatively because we didn't go about it the right way.
It was like going in circles. Like you think you're going forward. We thought we were going forward, but really all we were doing was going in circles, spending the startup capital that we had and going in circles and ending up in the same spot with no money.
That's right.
And having to learn everything and really, so
Does that sound familiar?
Yeah, and so it was a rough, hard road in the beginning, and learning. I mean, we had to learn it all. We went back to school to learn web design. Mike, thankfully, he had already his degree. He studied in Stockholm and in London for audio and video. But I had to then learn it. He needed someone to come in and help him. I had to learn that, and then learn editing, and we had to go and teach ourselves all these things to be able to make it.
Right. And then when we got connected with, which was amazing, because it took some time to get bearings and have people trust in us, and that's a big deal. You launch your business for the first time, your brand is unknown, there is no exposure, and then everybody's kind of like, oh, ooh, let me fill you out first. And that's a big deal for everyone. So when you can connect, right, they make that right connection, the right people, you've set yourself in a path for success already. And it changed for us when the day came that we were like, okay, we could really use some collaboration. We can use some people to give us the input that we're missing. Those that have been successful ahead of us, they're like the forerunners. And guess what? Over that short period of time of prayer, just kind of getting into our like groove and setting ourselves as doing excellent at what we do, the offer came to jump on board, help them accomplish their goals using video, using content, making sure that, hey, this is a brand, it's nailed, the feel, the look, all these things. And we're like, that's the kind of company we are. We're focused on the brand. And they finally got us, like they got us and we got them, and it was like, let's go.
Yeah, and we finally got it, all these pieces right, and just learning through that beginning stages of like, okay, what's important? What do you really need to get a business, to get traction? And it's been a culmination of years, like putting together all of these pieces that we see are really valuable. And then also learning from, like what Mike said, it's phenomenal, like really learning from those who've gone ahead and done and already achieved it, and then having them champion us and help us get started and get launched. And that's really why we're amped about doing this, is because that's what we want to do. We want to champion others to help them get past the pitfalls and really learn what it takes, and learn those tools to really get you from 0 to 6 figures, high 6 figures, 7 figures. And we've seen our clients do it. We've done it. We want you guys to do it as well, to be able to, like Mike said, to avoid those and not go in circles and go around and around. And we're amped to share with you all the tools, video, web design, all the awesome stuff that we're going to be tapping on in this upcoming
so excited
online class.
We want you to bypass all the headaches, all the frustrations, right? Go straight to success. That's what we want. So let's do this.
I know, doesn't that sound, when you rather, taking that first step, know that, okay, I can avoid all these pitfalls and not have to spend all of my capital and end up in the very beginning. Doesn't that sound good? We wish, seriously.
I wish we had a mentor back then. And
like
so
from the very beginning.
Yeah, that's what we want to be for you.
I think why we're so pumped is because this, like working with companies and getting them going, that's our passion. Really, to that's what we feel is our God-given passion, is to use our talents and gifts to help others be successful to use theirs. And we're so amped to take this and to compile everything that we've done with clients, our 7-figure clients, and put it into a course that's more accessible for a lot more people to see and to be able to get started, to activate Mavericks. That's what it's all about. And we really just want you guys to succeed.
Right. And we did, obviously we tapped on our why we've done what we've done. And ultimately, we know that you have a why.
Yes.
So let's find out, where is that? Where is that thing that the things eat you up, that's got you burning to do something and motivate you to get that done. Go after it, right? So what do we, the whole idea of, we want to see them succeed, right? On a huge level. Not just, you've accomplished this small smack of, something that you've taken steps forward, but we want to see you go huge and win, right?
Yeah, we don't want to, we were checking out stats for, startups on Bloomberg and Forbes. Bloomberg said that 8 out of 10 startups fail. Forbes was even a little more cutthroat. It was 9 out of 10. And so that's our purpose is with this class is so that you're a part of that top 10%. And we even higher than the top 10. We want you in the top like 2, 1%.
Yes, get the 1% of the 1%, right?
And so we want to help you get there and to not be part of that 8 or 9 out of 10 that don't make it. And once you get these foundational things that we're going to cover in the class, once you get those covered, dude, you're going to be able to, you put in, we're not going to say it's not going to take some work, but you get these things, you put in the work, and if you put in that work and you really put your heart into it, it's going to pay off. So that's why we're so amped to see you at the class, and we want you to succeed. So let's do this, guys. Let's take action.
Yeah, let's go. Ready?
Yeah.
Have a great one.